Hello there, cutie pie. Sprinkles, are you paying attention? We are going to see more green candles coming. The crypto thesis is playing out. But will it even matter if you can't even hold? I have a chart for you. Have you heard of a little company called Microsoft? You know, Microsoft was actually up only at one point. This is phenomenal, friends. Like, this is a 500x for a stonk. Now, it took you 14 years to get it, but still, you got to appreciate it. In stonk days, it's crazy. But unfortunately, this is a monthly chart, friends. Look at the pain here. So after Microsoft does a 500x, it goes sideways for 5,500 days. Can you believe that, by the way? Can you just sit and appreciate how long that time is? 5,500 days. 15 to 16 years sideways. And here's the thing. You don't even know it's going sideways. You think it's going down because it can't go up. So you're not saying, oh, that's okay, just another 5 more years, I'll make my money. Very hard. Very tough. We got to get this right. That's why I'm here 18 hours a day. Microsoft took over the world, but it eventually hit a price too high. And it entered the non-friend zone. The non-friend zone is when you get overpriced. And unfortunately, no amount of rescuing can get you out of the pit. I don't want this to ever happen to us. In crypto, there's a lot of sad stories. You might find the coin, the crypto, the project that tries to get some adoption. Maybe they get somewhere, but you'll be very disappointed at the token price performance. We're dealing with a lot of unknowns. See, I've got some baby doll friendship tweets to show you, friends. Look. So I got asked yesterday by this person's name, I nickname him Dominatrix. So Mr. Dominatrix, he said to me, he pulled me aside, he said, hey man, my friend saw me. He goes, are you like trying to sell Hex at like 20 cents? Are you just trying to pump bags so you can get out there? And initially I got offended that somebody would even dare entertain the thought of me selling any crypto at such a ridiculously low early place. But I realized, okay, people are skeptical. He's mostly a bear. Actually, Mr. Dominatrix, I asked him what his portfolio is, and I always ask people this. You should always ask people this, friends. You will find out so much about people. And there is no safe zone, by the way. You can be critiqued no matter what you have. So Mr. Dominatrix is 100% in USD. 100%. I begged him, by the way, at the lows. I was like, look, Hex was, I think, was like 2.5 cents. I said, please, you know the community. You understand Richard Hart. You understand Pulse Chain's coming. Take it from me. Free advice. You have 100% USD. Shave off 10%. Put 10% in Hex just in case you have the low. He sat there arguing with me about macro and economics and everything's going to go down. And I just get very, very bored when I hear that, because I understand now you're in the game of trying to predict the economy and you're not trying to win. So once you start battling these demons, there's no coming back, friends. There's no coming back. So look at this. I keep reporting that, yeah, Hex is going up. And people ask me, why are you doing that? Well, I've always wanted somebody to tell me ahead of time when there's a short-term, mid-term, and long-term catalyst for price. People are going to buy Hex just for the P-Hex, and they have been. And I could see it coming a year away. And it's happening. I'm excited that's happening. I want to guess how high it goes. I bought the low. Now, even if you didn't buy the low, if you're holding, you technically bought the low because you had the option to sell, which is what many people did. So, I mentioned here, okay, the rest of us, we're going to soak up the disbelief pain. So we're not going to be selling 10 cents. We're not going to be selling at 20 cents. You're thinking too small here. It's the same with Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the other crypto. So even as it touches 9 cents, by the time you watch this video, don't know where the price has gone. It doesn't really matter. But crypto's recovering again. We're no longer in that zone that it's all over. That's the most important part. So the prices can fluctuate, and I'll let you know here, right? You can see here, friends. Read this with me. My target of $2 it can fluctuate. But it will rely on signals such as a Bitcoin spot ETF, Bitcoin near 100K, and other euphoria indicators. So we'll be on the lookout. So I'm buying in the depression, already thinking about people doing somersaults, backflips. Maybe they've got fluoro-colored socks. They've gone a bit fancy. Already thinking about that. That's why you listen to me. Please like, subscribe, bell button, or please confirm our friendship in the comment section. So, look, I found a trader. I was just looking on Hex Whale Bots. I love seeing the price action. I love seeing, okay, who's this big guy? What's their size? I love seeing it. And I wanted to observe, okay, what's this person doing? What's their behavior? And I went through and checked their history. Now, when I check their histories, I only point out interesting stuff to you. If I found anybody who traded their way from like, say, 200,000 hex up to like 2 million, I'll be like, wow, I would definitely show it to you. I haven't found anybody like that. I just get excited because I just keep finding everybody who confirms our thesis that if you keep trading, you will eventually make the one wrong move and it's going to be fatal. Okay, so this one wallet, he dumped. But that's okay for him to dump. We don't care. I care about you. You're still in the game. So he's dumped, and he used to have 37 million hex. That's how much he used to have, friends. He used to have 37 million hex, and now he has 6.2 million. So he's been dumping since the very start. He got in 1,100 days ago, so literally since the beginning of hex. And yeah, of course he's made money, but look at the position he's lost. That's what we're going to go through, okay? So he's got in his wallet today 500,000. If he just held his 37 million, he would have 3 million USD at today's price. So he would have, when hex hits $1, he'd have $37 million. Like, he better pray that he's God's gift to trading. He better pray because he's going to think about it. That's why I'm not here to shame him. I don't care about this person, him, her. Could be a squirrel. It doesn't matter. I'm here looking after you. I'm showing you examples over and over again to convey to you the power of holding and how dangerous trading is, because you open yourself to making like 3,000 decisions and you got to have an edge. And most people won't give it to you. Okay? So this person, they're down 84%. They've lost 84% of their position. I don't even know if they have enough money to rebuy it back. Or even if they have the balls. Would they even rebuy half of it back? This is the world you live in when you step into the game of fondling your soap in the shower. You got to think, how far do you want to take this? Do you want to sit down and trade all day? Or do you just want to say, hey, I know what the results are. I'm going to keep accumulating and holding for the big moonshots. So this is the unfortunate part as well, right? I've been hearing stories of different NFT projects rugging, which is what we expected, man. So one of the risks of NFT projects is that the founders will rug you. It's the same with every other crypto altcoin. Okay, so I just have this, and not only do you introduce the risk of rugging, but also the uncertainty of pivoting a strategy. That's the important part. So when you look at it, you got to think, all right, where are we going to allocate our capital? Are you going to spread it out into places where heaps of decisions can be made and jeopardize the future? Because this is the NFT project, right? The risk is always high in crypto, and that's why it's all about the community. If you have a strong, passionate community, they are the asset. So here we have Doodles. Their artwork became very famous for the NFTs. I don't know too much about it, but I just know that, hey, they're changing stuff. They've used some language here. They've said, we're no longer an NFT project. It's hard. It's hard. That's why every qualitative information piece you can get about your community, it's worth its weight in gold. What I love about, for example, Chainlink, Hex, I can go on Twitter and find them straight away. Okay? Think about other projects out there. Can you find all of them? Very hard. And on YouTube? Are they streaming? Are there channels out there? That's another place to look. Try to find them on Telegram. I mean, all you got to do is literally, I'm not joking, spend 120 seconds, 2 minutes. Just take you 2 minutes, have a look. And you'll be able to find the answers there. And if you make the wrong mistake, this is what will happen, unfortunately. So gold's been going sideways for a long time. Gold's been going sideways for 4,200 days. So we saw it with Microsoft as well. Microsoft took over the world. Gold, oldest network effect in the world for money. So it's still 12 trillion market cap. It's been going sideways. You know, maybe it got overvalued 10 to 12 years ago. Maybe that's why it's gone sideways. But you can't control that part. You can't. So you need conviction. It now takes a lot of money to push gold. You need a lot of fiat. And the central banks are going to keep scamming it and keeping a lid on it. So it's been tough, man. You need conviction in this game. And look, gold going down that long basically tells you, well, it's okay if it's been a few years in something. You can take a 30 to 40% loss and go rotate because crypto exists. If crypto didn't exist, you're a bag holder now. You need some real talent with stocks. So I love this photo, friends. So many times I look at this, I'm like, wow, this is what Shiba Inu went up 1.3 million X. That's right. $1 turned into 1,300,000. And you had to hold through a 99% collapse, right? So your $1,000 would have become $10. Then it goes 700X from that point. So now your $1,000 is like 7,000. It doesn't matter. And then it drops another 96%. And then it goes up 3,150X. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And it kept going. So these moves are enormous. The swings are enormous. You can remove the uncertainty if you just go to the chart and you say, well, maybe, just maybe, we are in a similar place to here in Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the altcoins. And you say, well, I'm at least holding to the halvening, which is here. And then you might say, my next point of friendship would be about 12 months after the halvening. And my final point of friendship, which is 18 months after the halvening. So if you're new here, friends, in the halvening, traditionally, you have the apes coming out. For some reason, the apes come out 12 months after the halvening and 18 months after the halvening. This window of time. So you can join this together. This happens in every cycle, roughly. We don't know if it's going to repeat again, but really that's all you have to go off. What's most important is that you just sit there thinking about, okay, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. That's all you got to keep thinking about. We're not done yet. We see no signs of euphoria, no people doing backflips, no tattoos, etc. As long as there are no signs of euphoria, you're in the clear. And you've protected yourself by buying in the depression. Tell your mummy love her, friends. I'll catch you next time.